Gosh, if I had a message to share with the world, I would share this message, that there are 4 main features to life, and that each of us should act on the basis of these 4 features. The first feature of life is, look, we share this planet, Earth, with 8 to 9 million species. Vertebrates, invertebrates, plants, animals, 8 to 9 million species. That's a lot of other organisms. Second fact of life, all of these species are related. There's one grand system of kinship connecting all of those 8 to 9 million species back to one common origin. We need to think about the kinship of life. Number 3, this fact of the kinship of 8 or 9 million species means that life has history, that it goes back in time. And just like each of us thinks of ourselves as having a history, and we've had moments of struggle and moments of success, we should think of other organisms, other species, of having times of struggle and times of success. And that will increase our respect for life. Number 4, I'm not saying we're just like every other organism. I believe we're unique. I think we're a very special species. In fact, I think we're the only species that has the capacity to recognize the other 3 features of life. And I also think that we're the only species that can use that knowledge to shape our behavior, to take better care of this planet and all of its inhabitants. So let me summarize. I said there are 4 things that I think are really important, 4 features of life. We share this planet with 8 to 9 million other species, and that's not counting all the microbes and all the microorganisms. That's just sort of the big tactile species, let's say. And I said, secondly, that all these species are related, that they descend from a common origin, which makes us all kin. Imagine that you woke up in the morning and thought of the rest of the life, the rest of all of life, as your kin. Your great, a million greats grandma, right, is the tortoise. 100 million greats is a bacteria. Just think of how it changes your view of the world to recognize that kinship. Number 3, this means that all of life has history, that it has an unfolding history across eons of time, with struggle, with success, sometimes with extinction. And what that does is that helps us respect the rest of life. We respect life for those aspects of struggle and success because we've been through those in our lifetimes, and the history of life means that just like we have a history, all species have had a history involving some struggle, and that will help us respect that. Finally, I'm not saying that we're just an ordinary other species. I'm saying we're a very special species that, number 1, has the capacity to realize that all of life is connected, to realize that history, to understand aspects of that history. We may never understand it all. But secondly, to behave in accordance with that kinship, to realize that we are connected and that we have a responsibility. Just like you care for your cousins and you care for your brother and sister, we should all be caring for brother and sister tree and tortoise and spider. That's all part of the kinship of life. So if the world were listening, I would want them to share this view of 4 features of life, and hopefully that all of us would act on that basis. Thank you.